Amazing. That feels so good. So good. Okay, one last I think it was like a couple of weeks ago. I was holding my dog Isabella, and I I was just like gushing over my dog Isabella and just saying, "I love you so much. You're so wonderful. I love you. I adore you." And just like most humans, when they look at their dog or when they look at a puppy, they just gush over their puppies or their dogs or their babies. And I felt my inner being say to me, "This is exactly how we feel about you." And so I just wanted to hear, does Source look at us the way we look at babies and puppies? Like, like I just imagine Source is just like looking at us and just like looking down, just like totally gushing over us. And I don't know. I just wanted to hear you talk about that. And then that's my last question.
That which you call source or the God and that which you call self is the same. In other words, when you're experiencing this place of such satisfaction, you adoring you adore you from the variety of perspectives. In other words, from infinite perspectives, as far as you can go to the place of everything that exists or source, as wide as you can feel one, not only with you, but one with others, one with everything in your physicality, with every particle of your planet and everything in the universe. In other words, you can have this experience, and we want to bring to your attention that it's always you and you. There is no separation between you and that which you call God or source. There is really no separation. And therefore, there is a lot of energy coming on this question. There is really no separation. There is no sitting of a source or a God or a divine or everything that exists saying, we love you and adore you, but we're here separate from you, and we're here waving at you and letting you know that we love you like you love your babies. In other words, it's you seeing yourself from that perspective and saying, I love myself from this perspective. I can really see how it's really not helpful and how it's really not true that I never really do not love myself. And then sometimes you can experience that from the place of self. And sometimes from the place of self, you feel like you want to feel more worthiness, more love, more satisfaction, because every time you feel less than that wider perspective, in other words, every time you see yourself less than from that perspective of which you call God, that is the time where you generate so much more love. So when you, through your discovery, feel it, it's a completely different love. It is never the same love. It is never this consistent love, steady love that it's finite, and now you're just measuring yourself up to it, hoping that you're ever going to catch it and feel full of it in your physicality, because every time you're moving in and out from yourself to one, from self to source, from self to God, you're experiencing more love and more love and more love and more love. And there is no ending to that God's perspective that you are having of you, and that which is your perspective of self when you feel like you're detached from it. But you're never detached from it. Everything you perceive is from this integrated place of such satisfaction that you can feel that you are not a human and that you're not a God. But we did not say it this way before. You are the process that blends it all together. You are this process that blends your physical and your non-physical into this beautiful synchronicity of that which you're experiencing from your place of consistent dance between the self and the one, and the self and the one. You are that cohesive element that is experiencing it all at all times. So therefore, there's really no reward in being just human or just being God. There's really so much satisfaction about being blended and integrated that you're rushing from one to another physical iteration to have more, to have more, to have more. And we will leave you, all of you. We know there is more questions coming through, but there will be plenty of opportunities for you to continue asking these brilliant questions. We do really want to leave you tonight with your experience of understanding that you're not a human and a God, that you're the process that keeps all of it so synchronized for everyone else's satisfaction for all eternity. In appreciation of these brilliant, stunning, very, 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 very satisfying conversations, for now, that's it.